Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the It's Okay Kid podcast, your weekly dose of clarity and self-discovery. So radical accountability, that's what I want to speak about this week, because if I'm honest, I've dropped off. And that's alright, because that's what's happened. See, if you've decided you're going to do something new and it's going to be forever, at some point your old habits will creep in and you'll hit a plateau and then you'll need to reevaluate and go again. And that's what I'd been doing. I gave up the drink at the start of the year. I'd been consistent. I was moving forward. And then life kicks in. I went out last Saturday, drank more than I should have. And it just kicks me into, I fucking don't want to do anything. And I never made a plan. And that was my problem. Because before, if I had a night out, I would make a plan for 3 or 4 days to get me by the hangover and make sure I was still doing what I'm doing. I never done that. And then because you've been drunk, because you've been hungover, your kind of old habits creep in. You stop training, you stop doing what you're supposed to be doing, you stop posting, you stop doing your podcast, and then it's the old self-sabotage. And you don't feel motivated. You're looking for ideas, and it's inevitable that you start drifting. Now that happened to me a few years ago, like I spoke about on here, and it was constant. It was a constant negative loop, the constant negative spiral. But I can catch it this time because I know I'm obviously in a better place, but I can spot the old patterns. I can spot that voice, which isn't you, by the way, but I can spot the voice creeping in. And it goes, let's snap out of this. Let's get back to what we're doing. Let's sit back down. Let's make a new plan. And see, to be honest, sometimes if you've started something new, it might not be the thing for you. Now, I really want to do this. I've started a coaching business. But if you're starting something new and you've been doing it a while and you drift, because you will drift and you will plateau and you need to lock back in, and it's normal because you're being brave, you're putting yourself out there, you're starting something new. But ultimately it comes a point, normally about 8 weeks in, where you have to, because this happens, you have to reevaluate. You have to sit back down and you have to look at your plan. And you have to go, is this exactly what I'm wanting to do? Am I enjoying it? Do I want to keep moving forward? And it was the same when I started Thai boxing, because me and my mate started at the same time. And it was about the 8-week mark, 9-week mark, where we're going, fuck. Every time you're walking up, it's getting a wee bit harder. You feel as if you're not learning. You feel as if you're getting beat up every time you go on, and you're like, am I actually enjoying this? And for me, I was. He wasn't. So he stopped, reevaluated, and go back to work. And that's it. You just need to keep turning up. You're going to drift away, but as long as you spot the pattern and come back in. On top of that, a wee tip for you, I've got an accountability partner. She's sitting next door. So she's got permission, if I'm not keeping to my plan, to tell me I need to fucking keep to my plan. And that's it. It's about having honest conversations, and it's about putting trust in somebody. It doesn't need to be your partner, it could be your friend, it could be a work colleague, it could be whatever. But if you see me drifting, point it out. Don't need to be an arsehole about it, but I want to be held accountable because I want to do this. And I want to grow this, and I want to keep putting it out, and I want to be consistent, and I've not been doing that. So it's about getting back on your plan. And also, I've not really been living intentionally, and that's what I mean. See, radical responsibility, it is having an honest fucking conversation with yourself. And I've been doing podcasts, I've been putting it there, and you'll be the same. You'll be sticking to it, but are you really sticking to it if you're honest with yourself? And I've been kind of skirting about this because I've got all the qualifications and I've got all the experience in the world with regards to coaching and working in the railway for 25 years, leading people, leading teams in safety critical environments. So I'm a really good coach. I just don't have the audience, and that's what this is about. And Lisa was saying, well, you don't fucking advertise. All your tips are good, all your advice is good. She's nearly a qualified therapist. She's like, aye, you're really good. But who fucking knows you're really good? Because you've not actually said anything about it. You say you've started it, but you're not campaigning for clients, you're not putting yourself out there. So aye, you're doing really well, you're being brave, like you are, but are you really? And see, if you're honest with yourself, you'll know the answer. Because at the end of the day, nobody's coming to fucking save you. You need to save yourself. And if you really want to do something, you need to go all in and you need to believe you're going to do it. So that's how you'll see me posting over the next few weeks on social media and on here, trying to work with people, showing my experience, showing I can do it. And I just put a post out the night about imposter syndrome because Lisa was on a thing the day in the work and they were speaking about imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome's a lot of shite. It's on your head. If you've got a new job and you're in new meetings and you feel as if you don't belong there, it's all in your head. There's nobody in that meeting that thinks you don't belong there. There's probably somebody in that meeting that's gave you the job. Imposter means trying to be something you're not, trying to be somebody else, all this fake it till you make it. Lot of shite. Believe in yourself. You're in these places because somebody believes in you. And if it's a new hobby and it's something you want to do, like me with the Thai boxing, of course people are going to be ahead of you. You don't compare yourself. They just started before you. You will catch up. You will fill that gap. And that's the thing when you take radical responsibility. It's all on you. It's nobody else's fault. Once you start taking responsibility for everything you do, regardless of other people, it's your fault. It's your job to get yourself out of it. That's what I've learned. So you will drift, but you will bring yourself back in. If it's you that's noticing it, great. But also, give somebody else permission to go, by the way, check yourself. You promised this and you're not delivering. Get back on track. And she was right. Sometimes it's fucking hard to hear. It's hard to hear somebody telling you when you think you're doing well that you're not really saying what you were supposed to be doing, or you're not really doing what you were supposed to be doing, or doing what you said you would. And that's the biggest thing. You're not doing what you said you would. So it's time to start. And I'll be starting as well. So, Radical Responsibility Week. That's it for this week's episode. And as always, I will be back next week. Cheers.